In the world of modern finance, banks are shielded by firewalls, biometrics, and protocols so intricate they appear impenetrable. But in 2016, a single breach revealed just how fragile the system truly was. What began as a routine SWIFT transaction request ended with an attempt to steal nearly $1 billion from the Central Bank of Bangladesh. And behind the hack, a trail that ran through the Philippines into casinos and all the way to North Korea. This wasn't the plot of a movie. It was the biggest bank heist in human history, and most of the money is still missing. The Bangladesh Bank was no ordinary institution. It held billions in reserves and had direct access to the SWIFT banking network, the backbone of international finance. On February 4, 2016, hackers infiltrated the bank systems. They waited for the perfect moment, a Friday, when Bangladeshi banks were closed but global offices remained open. Over the next 24 hours, they submitted 35 fraudulent transfer requests to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, totaling $951 million. Only one thing stopped them: a simple typo. A request referencing the non-existent Shalika Foundation triggered red flags. But by then, $81 million had already been successfully wired, vanishing into the financial underworld. Laundering on a global scale. The stolen funds were routed through our CBC Bank in the Philippines, broken into smaller transfers, and funneled into local casinos. Once inside the gaming industry, the money became virtually untraceable, laundered through chips, deliberately lost, and cashed out clean. The scale and precision of the operation stunned investigators. It exposed a terrifying vulnerability. A national central bank could be looted, with nothing more than stolen credentials and meticulous timing. Even more alarming, many believe the hack was carried out by Lazarus Group, a North Korean state-sponsored cybercrime unit. Cyber warfare in the banking world. The Bangladesh Bank heist wasn't an isolated event. Lazarus Group had previously been linked to the Sony Pictures hack in 2014, as well as several cryptocurrency exchange breaches. This group doesn't operate independently. They are allegedly backed by North Korea's intelligence services, with a singular mission: to fund a sanctioned regime through cybercrime. The attack sent shockwaves across the global financial sector. How many banks are actually vulnerable? What protections truly exist? And if a central bank could fall, what about private institutions? As headlines exploded, both the Federal Reserve and Bangladesh Bank scrambled to contain the damage. Who was responsible? Bangladesh blamed the Fed for failing to block suspicious transfers. The Fed blamed Bangladesh for weak cybersecurity protocols. Meanwhile, employees at our CBC were arrested. Casino regulators were questioned. But the majority of the $81 million? Gone. Laundered, gambled, and vaporized. A global scandal with no resolution and no recovery. How vulnerable are we? Since 2016, cybersecurity spending in banking has skyrocketed, but the threats have evolved. AI-generated phishing, deepfake COs, quantum decryption, each introduces new, more sophisticated risks. The Bangladesh heist forced a reckoning, not just in technical systems, but in foundational beliefs. That central banks were too secure to be breached. That money behind screens was untouchable. That nation-state hackers wouldn't dare cross certain lines. But they did, and they likely will again. Because in the digital age, the next billion-dollar heist might already be underway. We just haven't seen it yet. They tried to steal $1 billion. They got away with millions. But the most valuable thing they took was our confidence. Real stories, real people, real impact. Watch more untold stories. Subscribe to our channel.